Been working on this idea, and I'm having trouble. Fleshing it out. The idea came from a quote I was reading in a Patrick O'Brien book. One of the characters, he's a real social hermit, which is why I listen to what he says. And he says something about the balance between solitude and oppression and dealing with his fellow man, which really struck me because there are times when I prefer solitude, and I can attain, and how I know that solitude is good for me is that not only does it feel good, but it doesn't prevent me from doing anything that I want to do. And from walking out here all day by myself to going to like a Burning Man festival with like 30,000 or more people getting crazy all around me. I enjoy it. I could be alone in a group for sure, and not feel lonely. But I could also walk up and talk to strangers for brief periods of time and feel energized about it. Though I just walked up and had the stranger come talk to me, and they just kept talking, and they frowned at me actually when I asked them a question. Because basically they didn't want me to ask a question. They wanted me to be quiet. And I'm like, well, that's why I prefer solitude. Or interactions where there's sharing. And because when someone walks up to me and starts talking to me and they don't want me to speak or ask a question, that just feels like oppression to me. Which is a lot of other ways as well, kind of shapes my life, but I don't think hinders it, in that I don't want to work a job where I feel oppressed, that somebody else's desires and goals are going to have to just replace mine while I'm at that workplace, for instance. So I won't do that. I mean, I'll dig holes and things like that. Like I don't care what I do. What I care about is kind of being left to do it without compromising who I am. I'll dig holes in mostly silence, with sharing a little bit every once in a while when I feel comfortable and it's appropriate. So I don't know, like this whole the difference between solitude, or the spectrum between solitude and oppression. I think it's important, because it sounds bad to me to be oppressed, and I don't think people mean it to be that way. I don't think people mean to oppress me, let's say. Like that guy that wanted to talk to me for a real long time without having me do any speaking, that felt oppressive. I don't think that person meant it in a negative way. I think that person just wanted to behave in their way. And that broke one of my main rules, in that you can't behave in a way, you can't express yourself in a way that prevents somebody else from expressing themselves. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like this kind of like vague, rambly thought that I can't quite define. The whole solitude, oppression.